This is a track that tried to record maybe halfway through the project, but didn't. It was too early. It was too rushed, too soon. So ended up being one of the last ones in a studio over in Wales, southwest Wales, in the middle of nowhere. I've got engine lights on. I'm really hoping this is it. I've just had to go through like a church arch, like some sort of haunted mansion. Where I'm going? Dulwilm. I mean, is it Dulwilm? I'm really hoping so. This could be like found footage, and I'm going to get murdered. And yeah, I did not know whether I would return from it, but luckily I did. It was a song that I involved a couple of my former bandmates from my uni band in.
Unfortunately, Ben, who was one of the founding members, is now in Australia. He's an A&E consultant, so he couldn't make it. But we did still have Jono, who is an A&E consultant in this country. He's over Bath Way. And Aled, who's a GP like myself, he's hails from North Wales. I've had this book. I was flicking through it one day and I saw this entry. Emlyn would be good for a song, maybe? ? I asked him if he wanted to play bass on the song, and he was like, "Yeah, go for it." And he could play a bit of rock organ as well, and it was just a really good atmosphere.
It's a place called Mwnci Studios. The chap who runs the studio, a chap called Jethro, greeted us there, and it just all really sort of fit together really well. I think immediately there was a really good vibe about the weekend. After night had sort of left and it was daytime, we realised we were in this lovely, beautiful Welsh valley, and it was such a nice sort of setting for it all, and I think that really added to the whole experience. So it was cool, and we sort of got going on the song. We did a bit of jamming around at first, got a sort of good spine to the song, and then just started adding stuff over the next day and a half, and it really came together well. Particular highlights, or a particular notable point I should say, is Jethro's little vocal tonic that he mixed up for me, which was an experience to say the least. He sort of hopped up and started prowling around the place, muttering something about whiskey, and I thought, oh God, I've not driven him to drink already, have I? And then it turns out he was looking at, for me, for my voice, but yeah, there wasn't any whiskey, so he resorted to dumping a load of vinegar and honey into a mug together. Oh, what does that taste like?
Actually not as bad as I thought it would.
It stinks.
It really smells. And so too do I now.
But it kind of worked. Like, I just downed it, and it wasn't completely unpleasant. You know, in the immediate aftermath, my vocals at least were a bit better. So yeah, it turns out Kemosabe, it means either friend, someone who knows a lot, or idiot. Kemosabe is the name, and it's just cool. It's a cool name. But ultimately, it was just fun, and we had a really good time. It was a really nice environment, and after we'd finished for the day on the Saturday, we sort of got together, had some beers, had a bit of food, and talked about music and listened to music. There was this cool live room there where there was like a grand piano and an organ. We were just jamming out loads of songs and stuff, and it was great. I think everyone had a really good time. And it struck me afterwards that I think that's part of the project, I think, is that I sort of I've got it in my head that it's something that I'm enjoying and stuff, but actually, you know, I think everyone had a really good time, and I was really pleased it sort of gelled. Yeah.